Welcome to a dark night at the Shoe. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Wells Fargo. A sold-out, blacked-out crowd here at Ohio Stadium, welcoming the Buckeyes, who will be wearing all black for this border Big Ten East rivalry game. It is Samuel with a chance from the 3. And the Lions, with the pads popping, knock him down. This breaks a pattern. Typically, Ohio State has thrown the ball on the very first play of the game. This time they run Elliott and no gain there. Snit, bunch of characters up there, but they can play football. Well, he looked immediately for Tom tonight. They need 11 yards here. You got Braxton Miller in the slot to the left of the quarterback, who looks that direction and delivers a high throw. He's looking for Miller. So Penn State continues their trend. They haven't allowed any points on the opponent's opening drive all season. The fine Aussie punter Cameron Johnston just boots it deep, and DeAndre Tompkins has to backpedal to make a fair catch at the 24-yard line. Heather Cox all bundled up.
This is the first time they've used it all season, and guys, by the noise I hear, they're going to need it.
And they give it to Ezekiel Elliott, the junior, who was the leading rusher for the Lions.
When they need to be able to communicate.
Hackenberg stands and delivers a strike, and breaking a tackle is Chris Godwin. A foot race, he'll be trapped down to the 20, but Penn State. Lynch bounces it. Very tough to run outside in the pieces. Brandon Polk, the speedy true freshman, number 10's in the backfield. He gets the swing pass. Very dangerous with the ball. Takes a shot at the 16-yard line as done in third and medium. Hackenberg instead delivers a low throw. Really no chance for the Penn State's football team. 8 of 9 on the season. Did miss a couple of PATs last week, but the Penn State offense, with the big play connection to Godwin, gets 3 points out of their first possession. Julius, then Samuel in the corner. Oh, almost had a crease there, tripped down at the 30-yard line as the kicker was down there. Excellent signs in that second half. Elliott cuts it back and gets to the secondary, takes a hard hit for a 9-yard. Goes in front, thank you. 2nd and 1. Elliott hesitated, but does dive forward for first down yard. Jones straight back, delivers. Incomplete. It was behind Thomas.
Don't seem to be on the same page.
Jones 0 for 3 passing in the early going. So on 2nd and long, they'll feed Braxton Miller. That's often the
taking chances the way they did in the last 3 games when he played quarterback.
So the Lions will rush only 3 on 3rd and long. Jones has time, delivers complete. Battling but not getting the first down is Jalen Marshall. So the Lions gang.
You can keep 2 safeties back to prevent the deep play through the air by doing that.
Johnston again to punt it away. Tompkins makes a fair catch. They've now punted it 30 times. Barkley wrapped up immediately, no gain. Adolphus. So empty backfield on 2nd and 10. Hackenberg chased. He's not known as a runner, but in recent games, Kirk, he's been taken off. Buckeyes rush 4. Again, Hackenberg flush, rolls, delivers, incomplete. He threw it.
Now for Michigan State, and not only, Chris, was it a crazy finish, but what was at stake for the 2 teams?
Right there. That's all Michigan had to do to win the game, was get the punt away. But Marshall, a nice return, busts it down to the gain 50, 60, 70 yards for a touchdown. On the pop pass, Braxton Miller is smothered in the backfield, tries to escape and makes something of it, but still loses 5 yards. The best position group on the team. Barney's a backup. Jones, pump fake, rifled and batted down. This defensive line again does a terrific job. That was
one spot they did have some depth, the defensive line.
So it's 3rd and 16. The Lions rush only 3. Jones is flushed out, flips it far side, complete to Elliott, but he's far short of a first attempt. Try to once again pin the Lions deep. Johnson is so good at this. Tremendously accurate punter. I mean, that's not an accident. They'll tell him, aim the ball at the 8-yard line, bounce it there, and we'll cover it. And this Aussie can do that. Saquon Barkley to the right of Hackenberg in the end zone. They hand it to the true freshman, makes a quick cut. Not only is he their fastest back, he's also their most physical. Barkley shows you his skills. He's about a yard short of the first down, but what they love about it, Kirk, is with a struggling O-line, this guy can get more right up the gut. They get it. Barkley spins, and you can see the strength of this young back. He does move the chains for offense, even though he's a true freshman. Hackenberg straight back, a first down throw, takes his first downfield shot. Godwin is tackled, and here come the flags. So already he's gotten deep on the Buckeye.
Pass interference, defense number 8, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's coming into tonight.
You fake it to Barkley, and they're right on cue, Kirk.
Yeah.
That is a relatively easy throw, but Deshaun
His head.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 11, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Wow. Fake it to Polk in that jet sweep motion. Barkley with a stiff arm bounces it outside. Polk blocking for him, and he picks up 10 more in the line.
At all by that ankle.
They spot him with the Kia Lynch, who also returns to lineup tonight. Hackenberg steps away, throws it downfield, and it's dropped by the tight end. Might go area of weakness for Penn State with Barkley out of the lineup. But he makes a difference, and Barkley's off and running. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Penn State. But a flag is down. So hold on a second, but Barkley took off, got the corner. This one may come back.
Holding, offense number 72, 10-yard penalty.
After all those timeouts, what do we got cooking here on 3rd and 8? Hackenberg pressured and sacked for the first time as Joey Boat. So Gula punts it away. It's a very short kick, doesn't get a roll, and the Lions will down at the 30. The holding penalty calls back Barkley's 44-yard touchdown run, and then a sack.
One opportunity. When he does, you see what happens.
See if this Buckeye offense can get going. They pitch it to Elliott, who hurdles into the secondary, takes a big shot, but gets pretty well in check in last year's double overtime game. He's got it again, and they string it out. Elliott not able to cut back. That was excellent penetration. After the 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11, and the back went the other way. Jones was faking to air, and then again another miss. 15 yards passing in the quarter so far. Need 11 on this 3rd down. Lions drop 8 into coverage, so Jones will have all day. And now delivers complete for a first down.
He's taking a snap.
Right. Direct snap for Miller. He gets around the edge and flashes the speed. Miller still juking and diving down inside the 30. Jones fakes it to Elliott, keeps it himself, hit behind the line. So the line Barrett here on 2nd and long from the 31. And they hand it off to Elliott, who muscles forward for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and about 7. So late in overtime. On 3rd and 7. Barrett takes off. That's why he's in there. Gets the corner, gets the first down.
Well,
playing fast, and Elliott has it up the middle, breaks the tackle, powers down to the 5-yard line.
and because you have JT Barrett's in the game.
It's a fast tempo right now. Lions not set on defense, and Barrett just walks in the end zone. Red zone specialist strikes quickly as the Buckeyes march 70 yards in 10 plays to take the lead.
Well, that is Urban Meyer's offense. I think there are a lot of people that are Ohio State fans that don't really understand why JT Barrett doesn't play quarterback the entire game. Why is he just a red zone specialist? You can just feel a different energy when he comes into the game. That was a zone read. He read it perfectly and walks into the end zone.
Jack Willoughby, senior graduate transfer from Duke.
Only player in the history of this school to be a three-time captain. I think that says it all about JT Barrett.
Kickoff He's taken at the 4-yard line, and that's Scott knocked down short of the 15 as the Lions go to work down by 4. Around, down 4. Barkley is the tailback in the I formation. He's got it. And moves the pile forward for a couple there. Raekwon McMillan, the leading tackler on the defense, made the stop. Finds the ball, so instinctive, doesn't miss tackles. Barkley, though, gets away, hurdles a man, and is dropped down a couple of yards. Tight end in the backfield. Barkley swarmed. Conley got there very quickly, and then both get the Buckeyes great field position again. Off the side of Gula's foot, and it's not a very good punt, and Ohio State will start in plus territory. See if they take a shot. Lions show some pressure. Elliott breaks a tackle. Sickles drags him down, but a nice first. Talked about what a home run offense Ohio State is. They've lived with the big plays, and Jones tries to create one on the far side. Thomas with his first catch on the sideline. Quarterbacks for Ohio State. Marshall in motion. Miller is running all the way. Braxton Miller gets the edge. Another big gain.
That's how quick he gets to the corner.
Here's tricky here as Jones was under center. Then he shuffled out of there, and they direct snap it to Braxton, who breaks tackles again and gets down to the 10. So that's a wrinkle we're seeing 3 quarterbacks in 3 consecutive plays. He just hands it to Elliott, who's trying to get the corner. He takes the long way, makes a cut, and muscles for a touchdown. A short but adventurous touchdown drive for the Ohio State offense.
A little bit of everything as far as the quarterback position, but Zeke Elliott, boy, that is a very, very tough run, and kind of really symbolic of who he is as a back. The speed to be able to get outside, and then somehow is able to navigate his way and running through some tackles to get into the end zone.
The 11th rushing touchdown this year for Elliott, who could close in on 1,000 yards with a big night tonight. Zeke already rushing in only 13 red zone trips. They keep you out of there pretty well, but Buckeyes continuing the trend. This is Polk, the freshman, gets the edge, and Brandon Polk, the fastest guy in Penn State's team. You can see why they try to get him touches. Pretty nice. It wasn't perchance where we're standing right now, was it? Barkley takes off in a quick burst into Ohio State territory. A stiff arm of Appleton. Yards rushing already for Barkley in his return to the lineup game. He's got it again. And he's got another little crease. All of a sudden, the offensive line looks. A misfire there was Polk coming in the jet sweep motion. The snap just bounced to bring some heat. Yeah, they come pressure off the edge. Hackenberg throws to Godwin on the far side. They got the ball out quickly, but a short gain. Lions just 1 of 5 on 3rd down. Been very poor in this situation so far this year. Hackenberg looked like he wanted a screen. He's got a lot of room. Can he get a block on the edge? No. He's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line by Lynch in the game to the quarterback's left. They bring pressure. Hackenberg steps up and will be sacked. Thought about running.
In his career, yeah, I'd say so. Not to mention knockdowns. And
Jones still the quarterback, and Elliott still running the ball and doing what he does. Picks up 9 on 1st down. Jones. 2nd and 1. They take the safe route. Just run it Zeke up the middle. 1st down into Penn State territory. Marcus
free. The running back, Zeke Elliott.
Miller in motion. They pop the ball to him. Braxton Miller gets the edge. Dances out of the tackle. Is hit out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Get the man touch.
Setting that up by the blocks.
He stepped down back at the 31-yard line, and now Elliott is rumbling into the red zone, and Penn State getting. Give it to him again. It's just a
quarterback in there. Are you going to have some missed assignments?
There goes the quarterback again. Barrett, touchdown. For an offense that really struggled in the red zone for a lot of this year, I think they got it fixed.
And they're settling in here, it looks like, a little bit offensively.
3 for 3 touchdowns in the red zone against a Penn State defense that has struggled in that department. 66 yards in 6 plays. It was Elliott getting him into the red zone, and Barrett once again finding the end zone.
And this is just vintage Urban Meyer offense, whether it's Bowling Green, Utah, Florida, or Ohio State. When they get into the red zone, you better be ready to deal with
The Lions had given up 14 points in the second quarter all season coming in. Ohio State scored 21 in the second quarter tonight. Nick Scott was knocked down at the 20. I viewed that game differently as a young Penn State fan at the time.
I'm sure
I promise you. Shut out in the horseshoe for Penn State. Well, feed Barkley again. He's been the best part of this Penn State offense, and the talented freshman can. But he'd love it if Barkley could carry the load on this drive for Penn State. They fake it to him. He fires near side, and the catch is made by Deshaun Hamilton. It was the top receiver a year. Hamilton caught 14 passes last year against the Buckeyes for 126 yards. The time it's Bosa. There's an airmail ball incomplete. It was Tyquan Lewis from the. Scarillo is in there. Gula has not punted well tonight. And the left-footed Aussie. Boots hit high. Nice job as the Penn State coverage team knocks it down. And the Bears like it.
I think it's one and done, though, right?
Yeah. Penn State trying to get their offense the ball back. Only a minute 5 to go before.
Jones, it feels like the offense is kind of stuck in second or third gear.
Elliott wrestled down. Whenever he's got the ball, you can't take for granted they're running out the clock. He's a guy capable of going the distance.
First half of their offense, and if they're going to get back into the game, they need some big plays from Hackenberg in the pass game.
Brandon Polk trying to create a big play on the special teams, but knocked down at the 23-yard line. Sandwiched around Elliott's touchdown run. Saquon Barkley was the bright spot for Penn State's offense in the first half, but Hackenberg taking a downfield shot into coverage, and the catch is made by Godwin. Dragging Apple down near the 20-yard line. A second big play for the sophomore receiver.
But we just said that if they're going to get back into this game, they're going to have to make some big plays in the pass game. There's a lot of one-on-one opportunities with the style of defense that Ohio State plays. Eli Apple's out there on an island, and he's a very, very talented corner. On that particular play, doesn't find the football, and a great adjustment by Godwin.
56 yards. Now they feed Barkley, who's got the edge in a crease. Saquon Barkley down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal. On first and goal, Hackenberg fires near side. Hamilton escapes briefly and dances down, dives for the pylon, but he'll be marked. No, touchdown. Little hesitation on the signal. They'll check this, but good effort by Hamilton. It looked like he was going to get penned in there.
Yeah, it's another one of those plays where the offensive line and the running back, they're running a run play. But give Hackenberg credit. He sees a matchup that he wants. That's the key right there, is to be able to shake off the man-to-man coverage. It was Von Bell. Then he goes airborne. And I think he did get in. His foot stayed inbounds, Chris. He goes up into the air and gets to the pylon for this touchdown. But he got off of Von Bell, which was the most important play, most important aspect of the play. But feet are in, airborne, gets to the pylon, touchdown for Penn State.
Deshaun Hamilton, the 5'10 sophomore, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Mentioned what a big year he had last year in a monster game against Ohio State. That's just an minute, and they've cut into the lead by 7 points. As Joey Julius.
Don't have a lot of seniors and juniors that are out there contributing.
Barkley, a true freshman, so very young guys at the skill positions for Penn State. Cassidy Hubbard with an update. Barrett at quarterback so far. Elliott hammers forward.
And on Ezekiel Elliott in the running game. And then worrying about the pass.
Elliott's in motion, collects the pass, gets a little seam, and gets a first down before Sickles can.
This year.
Elliott, short first down gain. There's been a shift, and it's difficult to actually quarterback coach. Play action. Jones thought about looking downfield, now must throw it away as he was chased very quickly by Elliott in motion. They look back near side, catch made. Thomas off and running into the secondary, first down, and a lot more to the line. Jones in this offense so far tonight. That was an important one. Moving the chains on 3rd and 6, and now Elliott muscle forward for a few.
Bottom.
Braxton tries to reverse field. The Lions are all over number 1. There is a predictability factor to it. Braxton in the slot to his right. There goes Elliott in motion, but Jones looks back to the left, trying to escape. Cannot. Knocked down by Anthony Zettel. I think he's the national leader with 11. One of the most amazing stories in college football. Punt away and a fair catch made at the 8. Nassib never started a game. Up knee. Doesn't look very mobile there, and he'll be dropped. You could almost see that coming, Kirk.
Another play.
Given that, empty backfield is something they may not use a lot more of. They give it to Barkley instead, who powers out to the 8-yard line. If you don't have a tight end or a back to help that O-line, it's going to be
70, that left guard.
Yeah, it's the rush man package. They get very quick on these obvious passing downs, and the Lions makers touches. Penn State's play calling challenge, work around their weaknesses. And it's a big difference there. It's a low punt. Pasquarella has replaced Gula, who struggled, and that's another shank punt. Jones pressured, hit, dropped again, and off the edge. It's vested me, coach. I'm a good investment. Elliott breaks free, gets some of the sack yardage back before Lucas tackled. Stance like he's in the starting blocks, right? That's an unorthodox position there. Jones this time looks a high pass that was very close to be
throw by Jones.
So see if Johnston could be as accurate as he has been, in Penn State back inside the 10 for a 4th time. It's uncanny. The guy is a machine. Trying to get some room with Barkley, who does get to the outside. He's slung down late, and that'll be a flag.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense, number 8. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Barkley shows his skill, kind of sidestepping in the hole, picks up 8. Barkley again gets the first down, adds to his total. He is
11, 12, and 15.
Give it to him again. He was huffing and puffing before that play because he would talk about how tough it is to cut. Scott will spell him. On 2nd and 5, Hackenberg, it's a lateral. Scott can throw it. Thought about it. Pulls the ball down and dives forward for a short gain. So Scott, the running back. And he's got it. And the Buckeyes that time stuff him. Got about a half-yard heavy. Pasquarella in the punt. And the Lions Aussie lefty, not quite as skilled as the Buckeyes Aussie by a long shot. That one out of bounds. Thrown a pass in the last 3 games and hands it to Elliott for a short gain. I think we forget what an accurate, effective pass.
But early in the year to stand there and then come in, that's tough.
Elliott hammers 4th again. He's now he runs it 16 or 15 here in 3rd and 4. That's going to be 16. Barrett picks his way, and he does get a first down out across the 30. Barrett's got it. He's got the edge. A flag comes in very late as Barrett.
Holding. Offense, number 85. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
The ball moved to the 48. It's 1st and 10. And Barrett to throw for the first time tonight, or will he? No, he takes off, slips a tackle, and ducks down for a first down gain of about 4.
Sideline warning. Charged against Penn State. Because it's their first, there is no yardage assessed. 2nd down.
Here's a keeper, and he's hitting the backfield by Nassib.
Right, the Bear.
He doesn't know. He's
bullpen?
out of his wheelhouse. There he goes again. JT Barrett takes off into the secondary, knifing down to the 25.
Make that play against JT Barrett.
Not many defensive ends can.
No.
27 yards. It's not especially. 2nd and 6. Lions crowd the line. Elliott has nothing there. Elliott again with a 100-yard game. He's got 106. Elliott in motion in the flat. Can he make a man miss? No, knocked out. That is one heck of a night. 6 for 9, but hasn't made one from longer than 31 this year. This is from 39. That's got to feel pretty good. He's got plenty of leg, but hadn't been accurate from that distance until now. Buckeyes up by 2 touchdowns early fourth. Wins. We're still excited.
It's all about the picks.
I'm not throwing things.
I am. I'm throwing the Bear around in there.
Oh, hit 2. Slips a tackle, dives out to the 23-yard line. Lions still in this game in the fourth quarter. Hackenberg hands it up the middle, and Barkley breaks a tackle. Gets away, is loose into Ohio State territory, gets a block on the edge. It is finally stopped at the 20 by Vaughn Bell. But if you didn't know Saquon Barkley before tonight, you better get to know him.
You better know him, and it's a great block by 88. Gesicki does a nice job right there of sealing that inside. And I'll tell you, this guy has such a feel for this play. They've been running this play the entire game, an inside zone play. He does a nice job there. There's the strength to run right through the tackle, a potential tackle by Conley. But the eyes, the
against Ohio State all season long. Barkley into traffic, giving up 2 long runs to quarterbacks, but Ohio into the red zone, which has been a problem area for this offense. We'll see if Barkley can fix that. They fake it to him, pokes on the end around, gets a block, and gets 8 yards before this season. Barkley not going to get there. Quick penetration. Bosa was involved. This drive alive. Hackenberg in the pocket. And that escape does not get the first down as Tommy shut the door on him. He's really limping off the field now.
And again, it's easy to see this, but Ohio State lost Barkley right here. They lost him coming out of the backfield. Absolutely nobody stays with him as he slides to the outside. If he dumps it, he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Exactly 10 minutes to play here. Elliott looking for the home run. Cuts it back and is knocked down at the 30. Got it again. Now Barrett keeps it around the left side and is chased out for another first down near midfield by Marcus Allen. Yard rushers now tonight for the Buckeyes. This is Elliott breaking free and is knocked down at the 38-yard. Cramping on a very cold night here in Columbus. Elliott a short gain, but runs of 19, 13, and 15. Elliott again bounces free and drags a man for a first down. Haley, the corner, trying to bring up almost every game at the O-line. Around the end, Barrett slings it down, has a man. It would have been a touchdown, but on 1st and goal, Buckeyes playing quickly. Short gain for Elliott. So win for Brian Kelly at home. Buckeyes 2nd and goal after the timeout. The pop pass and a touchdown. Shades of Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow in Florida. It's Braxton Miller with the touchdown catch. I'm starting to really like this red zone thing they got going all of a sudden here.
You're right. When you see that play, you can't help but think of Tim with the jump pass when he used to come in as a freshman, especially in for Chris Leak. There it is. An oldie but a goodie, still effective. When you run the ball with a quarterback, you can show that run. He gives him the point. That's your call. That's your play.
Urban makes the comparison of Barrett and Tebow. Obviously, they're different skill sets perhaps, but in terms of what they've meant to the teams and this red zone role, and that was an homage to Tim there.
And from a
in the last 2 games. Now Hackenberg on a bad knee trying to get free and lob it downfield and had a chance to make a play there. Conley broke it up.
Holding. Offense, number 53. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
First and 17. Barkley takes the handoff and picks his way up the middle.
The way Ohio State plays defense, they love to leave Eli Apple on corners on islands against a pretty talented group of receivers.
Slant incomplete on 2nd and 11. Hamilton was closed down quickly by.
Situation works itself out.
Hackenberg flips it short. Lynch, did he catch it and drop it? Yeah, it's a fumble. Buckeyes have it down inside the 5-yard line. Jalen Holmes recovered the fumble. There's a flag as well. There's a bang.
Prior to the change of possession, personal foul, targeting, defense, number 55, 15-yard penalty. That play is under further review. After review, the targeting foul is confirmed. Number 55 is disqualified from the game. There's a 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down.
10. Hackenberg trying to escape, loses the ball, and Ohio State's got it. So Sam Hubbard recovered the ball, and there'll be no rescue for this turnover. Knocked loose by Washington. And Hackenberg, a game effort, but limps off after losing it.
It's good coverage downfield, and it's a twist move that Washington's able to get by Derek Dowry again. And you're looking at Christian Hackenberg. He is basically a sitting duck in that pocket. It just does not have any mobility. Really nice job by Washington instead of just trying to go for a big.
It's a reverse. Marshall, a long way to go just to get back to the line of scrimmage, but barrels down inside the 10.
And he has great quickness and feel for the game.
It's a run all the way by Barrett. I agree with you. Marshall wants to be the downfield threat for this offense.
Really, really skilled, talented player.
2nd and goal. Barrett looking for the end zone, throws it up. Caught for a touchdown. Michael Thomas get number 3 involved now.
And I think you need to get number 16 more involved. Just my personal opinion. The quarterback, JT Barrett, putting the ball exactly where it needs to be on a fade to the corner, away, kind of the back shoulder there. He had so much room to work with. Throws it away from Trevor Williams to that outside shoulder, and Michael Thomas uses his body to keep Williams away from it.
Barrett 4 for 4 passing, 2 touchdowns, 101 yards rushing. Any doubt in your mind that he's got to be the starter next week for Ohio State?
I think if I were Urban Meyer, I would take the keys to the car, I would hand him the number 16, and I would say, hey babe, go get him. It's your show. Go for it.
Willoughby, 5th touchdown reception for Thomas. It's a very short pick. They'll pooch it and just bounces right into the arms of Scott, and is going to be wrestled down at the 25-yard line as we check in with Cassidy Hubbard again. Him hurt on a bum knee. We'll just see if they feed the ball to the running backs here as Barkley slips as he tries to cut back.
You know, if you would have said coming into this game that Saquon Barkley is going to run for 200.
On 3rd and 10. And they hand it off to him, and Bosa blows it up in the backfield.
The draft, was the draft in April or May?
Wherever it is, there'll be a lot of Ohio State players drafted.
There will be, yeah.
You know, Todd's got the different position groups as the punt is dangerously fielded there at the 30-yard line by Marshall, and he's knocked down quickly. They've given apparently Elliott the rest of the night off when they give a rare handoff to any other running back, and this is Briante Dunn saying, hey, I can run the ball too. If you ever want to give 15 a rest, I'm pretty good. Gets out to mid. 6 weeks from today in Ann Arbor.
The winner of the Michigan State.
Final minute. Starting again, bangs off tackles, and he's trying to make the most of his carries. The Ford wrap-up show with Cassidy Hubbard after the game. What will be a 4-touchdown win for Ohio State. 27 in a row in the regular season Big Ten play. 20 in a row, and Urban Meyer is going to have his 4th 20-game winning streak of his career. No other coach in history has more than 2. He's got 4 of them now. It is various stops along the way. Elliott, 12 straight 100-yard game. Barrett was brilliant doing what he was asked to do.
Second week in a row, Ohio State's offense doesn't turn the football over. Second week in a row, they're very, very successful in the red zone. 2 most important things for Urban Meyer when he evaluates his quarterback play and when he evaluates his offense.
Saquon Barkley, the brilliant freshman, showing why Penn State fans should be excited about his play in years to come. 194 yards, averaged 7.5 per carry against this Ohio State defense tonight.
Should also mention Christian Hackenberg. Just a tough, gritty performance. Didn't put huge numbers up, but he very, very easily could have gone out of the game and just kept trying to stay out there and compete and try to be a leader. Definitely did not put up big numbers tonight.
Heather Cox is with Coach Meyer.
Chris, thanks so much. As coach, congratulations, 20th win. Fans have been waiting for this, kind of for a breakthrough game. 28-point win. What does it say about where your team is right now? Hey, Shelly. Hi.
Great win, and really, a lot of credit to their defense. Top 10 defense, and I think we ran for 315 yards. Offense line played their tails off, and Zeke and JT came in and did a great job.
Yeah, talk about JT. How did the offense change when he came in to really lead them most of the second half?
Yeah, he was a spark, and the threat of the Q run is he came out the other end a couple times, and Zeke ran hard. But the key to offensive football is you can control the line of scrimmage. You have a chance, and that was one of the best defensive fronts in college football.
I know that the game has just ended, but how does JT's performance and the way that the quarterbacks work today sort of affect the way you might use multiple quarterbacks in the future?
Keep evaluating, man. We just want to win one and try to. The best thing about 7-0 is a chance to get to 8-0. That's it.
I'll let you enjoy it. Coach, thank you.
Good job dodging a question that many others will ask. They'll want to know, I would imagine, very soon what the quarterback plan is for next week. Let's go back to Heather.
Chris, thanks so much. Joined by JT Barrett. And JT, you have been incredibly patient. How did it feel to get to come in and finally lead this team, not just in the red zone, but throughout the second half?
It was good. My mindset was just trying to do anything I can to help the team win, and that's all I tried to do tonight. And last week it was the red zone, and this week I got a chance to play in the second half, and I just took advantage of that.
How does your mindset and philosophy change once it goes from the red zone into what it turned into in the second half?
It's really not the same. It would be different if I just ran the ball and things like that, but I had the ability to throw as well. So with that, it was just going into our regular offense and doing normal things. It's not anything different from going red zone to the open field. What's
the key in your mind to making this multiple quarterback situation work? Coach has told us that it wouldn't work without your type of personality. What is it? What's the key for you?
For us, it's just knowing that at the end of the day, it's doing what's best for the team. And I think me and Cardale have that mindset. And it really doesn't matter who gets the glory, who gets the stats, or anything like that. At the end of the day, we worry about winning, and I think that's our whole team philosophy, and that's what we try to do as quarterbacks in the quarterback system we have.
Well, it certainly worked well tonight. JT, congrats on a great performance.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's what you'd hope your quarterback would say in that situation, but no doubt he wants to get back and be the starter. The AT&T strong performance looks at the 200-yard rushers. Barrett averaged more than 9 yards per carry through the 2 touchdown passes. Elliott again with 153 has hit the 100-yard mark 12 games in a row.
Yeah, just a really nice job of Ohio State having a balanced running game, and there was a jolt. I mean, you could feel the plan was when Ohio State got into the red zone, maybe they would see more and more JT Barrett like last week, but you saw more of him in the open field, and it just does. The quarterback threat opens up so many different aspects of this offense where you can run JT Barrett, you can run Zeke Elliott, and you can use play action off of it. Makes it very, very tough to stop. And that's really the offense who they were last year with JT Barrett until the injury and when Cardale Jones stepped in.
They go to Rutgers next week, by Minnesota here at Illinois. Massive favorites in those 3 games, setting up the end of the season. Michigan State and then at Michigan. Going to be very interesting down the stretch.
It's going to take all they have to stay focused week to week and not peek ahead and get excited about those last 2 games.
An Ohio Statement here in Columbus tonight. 38-10 is the final here. Tonight's game produced by Bill Bonnell, directed by Derek Mobley. For Kirk Herbstreit, Heather Cox, our entire team here in frosty Columbus. Chris Fowler saying good night. Time for the Ford wrap-up show, and Cassidy Hubbarth.